In November 2020, Zambia defaulted on its bond coupon payment. The government cited the COVID-19 pandemic, which resulted in an economic downturn, as the reason for the default. Over a decade ago, most of Zambia and Ghana's debt was written off when they both qualified for the World Bank's Heavily Indebted Poor Countries HIPC initiative, allowing poor countries to qualify for relief for unpayable debt. Globally, groups such as the Jubilee 2000 coalition that ran the program dropped the debt, spearheaded a debt relief initiative for poor countries. The goal was to help persuade wealthier nations to cancel outstanding loans of the world's poorest nations and instead use the debt repayments on social services like health and education. Irish rock singer Bono and Bob Geldof became the poster child of the debt relief movement. Hardly 10 years later, both Ghana and Zambia are racking up debt through borrowing again, and they've asked for a new aid program with the IMF. Both Ghana and Zambia have tapped investor appetite for riskier assets on the bond market. Since 2005, Zambia was cleared of about $14 billion owed to the IMF, World Bank, and other bilateral global lenders. Zambia's finance ministry pegged the country's external debt stock at $14.3 billion in September 2023, accounting for 62% of the gross domestic product and domestic debt at about $15 billion. Zambia's external debt includes $3 billion in international bonds and about $4 billion owed to Chinese entities. According to Fitch, a global rating agency, Ghana's debt levels reached an astronomical 71.1% of GDP in 2023. The IMF is backing both Ghana and Zambia. The fund announced an extended credit facility of $3 billion for Ghana, and Zambia entered a similar arrangement for $1.3 billion in 2022. Ghana and Zambia are back on the aid treadmill, reminiscent of the 1980s Structural Adjustment Programs, SAPs. The IMF and the World Bank imposed SAPs on third world countries with unsustainable external debt. Ghana and Zambia consistently recorded economic growth rates exceeding 5% in between fiscal years 2013 and 2017, mainly through commodity exports. Zambia's 60% of export earnings are from copper, while gold makes up about half of Ghana's proceeds. The two nations have not done enough to curb public spending or in diversifying their sources of income from mining. Until the recent high demand in copper, the slowdown in demand for minerals had slammed tax revenues in both countries. Thank you.